Japanese culture was always attracting attention from people of various cultures and backgrounds. A strong connection with traditions and history is noticeable even now throughout culture and modern art. Responding to the public interest, MAXXI presented a photo exhibition based on the works of two famous Japanese photographers, Daidō Moriyama and Shōmei Tōmatsu. Describing themselves as stray dogs running throughout the city while unconsciously looking around, the two artists take pictures of everything who moves in front of them and everything that happens in the city. Representing Tokyo, they show it to the audience from the inside, from the perspective of a native person who can see scary and ugly parts of the city together with the good ones. But let's have a closer look at these photographers. Daidō Moriyama was born October 10, 1938 in Ikeda, Osaka. Moriyama studied photography under Takeji Iwamiya, who was a Japanese photographer particularly known for his depiction of architecture, gardens and Japanese crafts based in Osaka. Then he moved to Tokyo in 1961 to work as an assistant to another photographer, Ekio Hosoe, for the next 3 years. Moriyama produced a collection of photographs called Nippon Gekijo Sachincho, which can be translated as Japan, a photo theater. The photo books showed the darker sides of urban life and the less seen parts of cities. He attempted to show how life in certain areas was being left behind compared to the other industrialized parts. His subsequent work revolves around the themes of urban mystery, memory and exploration of the photographic medium. Moriyama often presents his work in the form of photo books, which he describes as an open-ended sites, allowing the reader to decide of the sequence of image they will view. Since 1968, he has published more than 150 photo books, some of the most notable of which are Japanese Theater, Farewell Photography, Daidō Hysteric, and Hokkaido. Between 2008 and 2015, Moriyama revised Tokyo, particularly focusing on the Shinjuku district, taking 86 chromogenic prints and black and white photographs. The Hammer Museum in Los Angeles secured a donation of a street photography by Moriyama in 2016. It's the world's largest collection. Shōmei Tōmatsu was born in Nagoya on January 16, 1930. He is known primarily for his images that depict the impact of the World War II on Japan and the subsequent occupation of US forces. As an adolescent, during the World War II he was mobilized and sent to work at a steel factory. Once the war finished and Allied troops took over numerous Japanese cities, Tōmatsu interacted with Americans firsthand and found that his opinion wasn't stable. At the time, Tōmatsu's contempt for the violence and crimes committed by these soldiers was complicated by individual acts of kindness he received from them. He kept loved and hated their presence. Tōmatsu embraced photography while being an economics student at Aichi University in 1957. Towards the end of the 1950s, he began photographing Japanese towns with major American bases. This project will span over 10 years. Tōmatsu's artistic output grew significantly during the 1960s, exemplified by his engagements with many prominent Japanese photography magazines. During this time, Tōmatsu was commissioned by the Japan Council Against Atomic and Hydrogen Bombs to photograph Nagasaki to show international audience the effect of the atomic bomb via photos. In the same year, Tōmatsu was named Photographer of the Year by the Japan Photo Critics Association. Trying to promote photography in Japan, Tōmatsu organized an exhibition called A Century of Photography, a historical exhibition of photographic expressions by the Japanese. In 2010, Tōmatsu moved to Okinawa permanently, where he held the final exhibition during his lifetime, Tōmatsu Shōmei and Okinawa, Love Letter to the Sun. And now we're lucky to see a great exhibition of these two legendary photographers who not only represent a particular place like Japan, but a particular period of time full of great changes. It could be impossible to expose all photo works of Tōmatsu and Moriyama, so those that are exhibited in MAXXI are carefully selected to transmit the artist's vision of Tokyo and the Shinjuku district in particular for the audience of Rome. Shinjuku is a part of Tokyo which never gets quiet. Lots of people spend their nights and days in search of fun. The exhibition allows us to see this part of the city from the native point of view. What is there behind the beautiful and shiny entrance to various clubs and parks in Shinjuku? Who are the people living there? Tōmatsu and Moriyama gave incredible answers to these questions with their photos. The exhibition is open until October 16th, so hurry up in order not to miss this outstanding experience. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please share with your friends. Your contribution means a lot. If you don't want to miss any updates, subscribe to our channel and Instagram. All necessary links are below.